Hey guys, in this video I'll be installing a 24-inch lace frontal wig from Luvme Hair. Right here in the video I'm using Got2b spray to hold my baby hairs back out of the way so that we don't have anything peeking through the frontal. We just want to lay everything flat and seamless. Right there I'm just showing how far my baby hair goes up. We want to try the wig on, make sure everything is tucked away and the wig sits how you would like it to sit. I want to make sure none of my baby hairs are peeking through past the frontal. You're then going to part out a section by your ear so we can cut that off. We don't need all that extra lace. We want it to sit seamlessly behind the ear. Right here I'm just showing the amount of lace that I have cut off, the amount of hair that has been taken off. Don't be afraid to cut it, you don't need it. Right here, all I'm doing is applying Got2b gel, the black bottle. I'm applying it around the edges of the cap just to hold it in place. This is also good so that you can see where your baby hair or the beginning of your hairline is started. You want to lay the cap all the way to the beginning of your hairline. All of your hair should be covered, everything. You're going to spray Got2b free spray from where you laid the gel and behind, about halfway through your hair where the frontal will lay. Blow dry, blow dry, blow dry until everything is nice and tight and not movable. You want to dry this all the way completely so that when you cut the cap, nothing is slipping. In this step, I'm just going to take needle and thread and sew the remaining perimeter of the cap down from behind the ear around to the back and on the other side. This is so that the cap doesn't rise in the back or you get any bunching. Now I'm going to cut the cap. I always make a slit down the middle first and then do one side and then to the next side. It's just easier and it seems to come out better when you do it that way. I then take a little more of the Got2b gel and lay any frill pieces down. This gives a seamless look. After cutting and going in and cutting away any leftover cap, laying down any cap that's flying away, it helps it melt some more into the scalp, I should say. And then you just want to blow dry again. And blow dry so that it's completely dried. Okay, so now we're just going to cut the rest of the cap off. Once we remove that, we're going to get a powder that fits us the best. I prefer to use a shade that is lighter than my skin tone, at least one shade lighter than my skin tone. Once you're done applying all the makeup, you're going to use alcohol pads to remove all the oil and leftover makeup on your forehead. This step is very crucial. In order for the glue to lay down and stick, you do need to use alcohol. You don't have to use alcohol pads. You can use a cotton ball or some type of rag and dab it in alcohol and wipe away the forehead. As long as you do this step, you shouldn't have any problems with the glue sticking. Now we're just going to put the wig on, make sure that it fits right, make sure no cap is showing. You don't want any cap to be past the front or the hairline of the wig, I should say. You don't want any cap to be past the hairline of the wig. Cut away anything that looks out of place. And just make sure everything fits nice and seamlessly. I'm going to use Ghost Bond to lay my wig today. You should be able to find this in your local beauty supply store. I used 3 layers just for a longer hold. But if you want, you definitely can use 1 or 2 layers, depending on you. You just want to go ahead and spread it in. I use the back of my comb. You can use a popsicle stick. Sometimes I use my fingers, but I don't suggest you use your fingers. It's just because I know how to play with it. Okay, so right here I'm showing you the amount of glue, the thickness I like to lay the glue. Right there where I'm pointing at in the middle, that's where the beginning of the cap should be sitting, between the glue. So half on the cap, half on your forehead. That's my rule of thumbs for applying the glue. You want a nice, about 1 inch, you want a nice layer so that it can stick. If you do too little, the frontal won't hold. If you do too much, you'll just be having an excessive amount of glue for no reason. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you, I pause frame just to show you how clear the glue should be before you lay it down. It should literally give you scalp effect before you lay your next layer. If you do not wait till the glue is completely clear before you lay your next layer, it will become clumpy and it will not turn clear. Completely clear. It should look just like that when you're going to lay your wig. No white, no cap in the way, nothing. Completely like a bald head. Okay, now once you get that look, go ahead and lay your wig. Before pressing it all the way in, make sure you have both sides pushed up and it's sitting where you want it to sit, just so you don't have a crooked wig. Okay, once you have the wig on, go ahead and blow dry it on warm so you can melt that wig in place. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the lace off of the wig using shears. Some people prefer to use an eyebrow razor, but I just prefer to use scissors because it's more comfortable for me. Use whatever's comfortable for you. When cutting the lace off of the wig, I do suggest you make 2 slits right where your temples lay, just so you can get a better cut. Cut each section one by one instead of cutting the lace off at one time. You do get a better looking cut this way. So now I'm just going to remove a thin layer of my baby hair and sideburns and pluck some more for a seamless look. So just watch and see for the ending result. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm giving you scalp right here. Nothing but scalp. What lace? Now you're just going to repeat and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so right here I'm just showing you the difference. That's plucked. This is not plucked. So don't be afraid to pluck. Right here, I'm just brushing away all of the hair that I have plucked out of the front. Getting that out the way, and I'm going to put my hair up and cut the lace off of the back. Right here, I'm just adding a little more makeup on the top just to add a more natural look. I did not bleach the knots on this wig, so the makeup helps with the knots and the blending. You then want to add mousse. Hold everything down, mold everything where you want it to be. Dry for a little while, remove your cap, and proceed to lay your baby hair. Look at that. Once you have laid your baby hairs where you want them to be, go ahead and tie your hair again. Lay it down for about 15 minutes. Take it off and boom. So I wanted you guys to see how the wig looks after the initial install. This is 5 days later, and everything is still intact. This is the lace. Hair is still soft. It still has all its sheen. I didn't do much to it, but add soft curls. The wig is a true 24-inch, and I have no complaints. No shedding, no napping, no tangling. So again, this is the 24-inch from Luvme Hair. Their link is down below. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Man. We supposed to be the no stress in the world of stress. The one relaxation in the world of chaos.